we got 5 lies Brits in America tell themselves. I'm really interested to see what we got with this one and see what kind of lies Brits would be telling themselves in America and see if I ever go there, will I be lying to myself or whatnot. So yeah, let's jump into this and check this out, man.
The thought of Lawrence owning his own swimming pool surrounded by banks of palm trees. I don't. Mine is surrounded by a car park.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that one bit.
Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to perception. Before I left Britain more than 11 years ago, there were mountains of ways that I perceived, dare I say, misperceived America. In the ensuing...
Is this just going to be like what I think is going to be like what America's going to be like when I go there? But then I'm going to be, when I'm there, I'm going to be like, okay. So I did lie to myself the whole time.
Years, I've continued to be happily surprised by life in the brave new world. But there was a time shortly before moving here that I filled my head with lies. Mark Twain once wrote, and it's a view that I share, that travel is fatal to narrow-mindedness. Upon leaving our own nation for another, we should not only prepare to respect that nation's culture, but to a large extent immerse ourselves in it. That said, there comes a point, usually early on in the move, when this admirable sense of flexibility gives way, if only somewhat, to one particularly stoic conviction that I, the traveller in question, won't be changed. This internal conflict manifests itself rather heavily in the minds of a Brit upon his or her relocation to the US. I can say this unequivocally, of course, as one who has undertaken such a journey. We remain so steadfast in our defense of Britain, its food, its customs, its vernacular, that Americans may occasionally detect a level of resentment that isn't fully there. We don't mean anything by it. Moaning is honestly just a British pastime of which even the most optimistic Brit is occasionally guilty.
Yo, that is so true. That is actually facts. We are literally just known for being grumpy and moaning.
Instead of facing up to reality and accepting that a place has more chance of changing you than you it, we tell ourselves little white lies, designed, of course, to prevent this new place from leaving blemishes on our otherwise flawless faces. Some of us, that is. And so, without further ado, here are 5 such lies.
I'm actually interested to see what we got here. So, wait. It's just better. Wait, it's just better in bread? Wait.
Most of us are familiar with the phrase, home is where the heart is, because Britain informed much of who we are, what we believe, and, most importantly, what we eat. Nothing in America can quite hold a candle to its British equivalent. That's what we think. You take a bite of Hershey's and proclaim, this tastes like cardboard, give me Cadbury fruit and nut. You drink iced tea and wonder immediately what became of your decision-making skills. You look at your decision-making skills and then...
Man, I need to try sweet tea and iced teas badly.
Determine that they were better before you got to Heathrow Airport. Actually, you determined that everything was better in the UK, except, of course, this isn't true. You just think it is because until this point, you'd never known anything else. And because when all is said and done, we are the narrow-minded people that Mark Twain was referring to. And sometimes, in the case of the Hershey's Cadbury debate...
Are people, like, actually really that narrow-minded, though? Like, is it genuinely people that hasn't stepped outside the UK thinking, yo, UK is the best? Have you not seen the rest of the world?
We're simply just correct. Just kidding. I actually love Hershey's, but that's another story for another video.
You know what? I've actually heard in many cases that Hershey's is actually quite bad. Like, chocolate scale. I've even heard that Americans say that UK chocolate is really nice compared to American chocolate.
Here's point number 2.
So that's maybe one thing we got over you guys, but that's about it, really. I'm not gonna lie.
2.
Hopefully I can try it and see
the
for
second
myself.
lie is perhaps the biggest of them all. Brits adopt this high and mighty attitude upon receiving oft-repeated comments such as, wow, which part of Australia is that accent from? Or, you sound so intelligent. But any perceived offence at these sentiments belies one very particular human need, being the centre of attention. Even the most introverted among us like to feel the warm sensation that comes with being noticed. Deep down, when you, the American, become the 8th person in a week to ask us, how do you pronounce water? Our ice-cold retort is often a British way of saying...
Bro, the amount of times I have been asked, please say bottle of water, right? Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Like...
Thanks.
Too many times, man.
Becoming Americanized, at least in the eyes of those Brits you left behind, is somehow the ultimate sin. Once you move away, don't start talking like a Yank, joked approximately all of my friends
God,
before I even packed my first suitcase. Always remember that it's football, not soccer. The problem, if you can call it a problem, is that not only do we British inherit various Americanisms, but the process of doing so is utterly unavoidable. Picture, if you will, the confusion that would arise if I always refer to soccer, a term actually coined in England, as football when in the company of Americans, especially in light of the popular US sport of the same name. Of course, such broad modification to our vernacular could have interesting consequences if the next entry ever ceased to be a lie.
Well,
the fourth lie is one very dear to my heart, mainly because my move from Britain to America, now going strong at 11 years, was
yo, he ain't moving back, bro. Yo, he ain't moving
meant
back.
to last just one. I'd moved here as an affordable alternative to recession-era London, and because my wife was a US citizen.
Oh my god, he's actually lucky. If he moved for that, bro, the cost of living right now, he moved 11 years ago, so yeah. But cost of living right now is through the roof in UK. Oh my god, just send us all over there. Hey, you guys got enough room for the whole entire UK population. Not that you're gonna want everyone, because then we'll end up making the country very grumpy. What?
The agreement had been that we'd camp out in recession-era Anderson, Indiana, population 56,000, and wait for all of this to blow over. In the words of American cartoonist Alan Saunders, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Somewhere behind that otherwise modest and humble countenance of ours, we develop a narrative that contains the following delusional subplot. My friends back home are secretly jealous of me because I live where all the best movies are filmed. The truth is, people are rightly so caught up in their own lives that even the merest consideration of mine would be a stretch.
Wait, no, but I wouldn't say that's a lie there, because if I moved to America and known anyone to move to America, right, I would think they would be jealous, or I'd be jealous if my mate moved there. Do you know what I mean? Because it is a better lifestyle. It's like Australia, for example, as well. Australia is just like an upgraded version of the UK. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and America is literally an upgraded version as well. So, bro, who isn't going to be jealous of anyone moving to those places?
While the thought of Lawrence owning his own swimming pool surrounded by banks of palm trees, I don't, mine is surrounded by a car park, sounds glamorous, it is not in any way a true depiction of American life. Feel free to binge watch all of my videos for more details.
Yes,
thankfully, deep down, I think most of my British friends are more than aware of this fact. That's it for this episode. Please click the subscribe button to ensure that my videos don't get lost in the...
You know what, though? To his last point, it wasn't a lie, man, because I'm actually jealous of him, but maybe I'll follow in his footsteps very soon, especially with how well the YouTube is doing. Maybe we'll go over there and make a bunch of content. It'll be really, really dope. But really good video. Enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/Alfred. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.